The Perth Heat Baseball Club has made headlines this week for becoming the first sporting organisation in the world to pay players and staff in Bitcoin through a new partnership with leading Bitcoin payments company OpenNode. Joining me today to discuss this very exciting world-first movement is Perth Heat CEO Steve Nelkovski. Steve, Perth Heat players and staff are set to be paid in Bitcoin. Can you please explain this scheme and how it came to be?
Yeah, we're happy to be pioneers and be the first sports organisation in the world that will pay all our players and staff in Bitcoin. And our first payment cycle is tomorrow on Friday. So, the advancements in technology and the infrastructure in the Bitcoin community have advanced significantly over the last 18 months. And through our partnership with OpenNode, we'll start that tomorrow, which is pretty cool.
Is it to be paid full Bitcoin or part money, part Bitcoin?
It's optional for the player and the individual. So we'll pay them in Bitcoin, and the advancements, as I mentioned, in technology are they can allocate if they would like 10% of it to be paid out then in Bitcoin, or if they'd like the full amount to be paid out. We provide that option directly to the individual.
Now, how far does the extent of the Bitcoin adoption go? Is it just players and staff, or can fans soon pay for their food and merchandise using Bitcoin?
No, as the Bitcoin baseball team, we are all in. So we'll launch some memberships, some merchandise a little bit later today, and those items can be purchased with Bitcoin. So that's going to be all inclusive throughout the ballpark in regards to our concessions. And we're operating on a Bitcoin standard, so we'll provide that opportunity to our fans and members, but also understanding that there's still a transition as well from the Fiat system, and making sure that we can accommodate for all our fans.
Now, was there any hesitancy at all from players or staff towards the Bitcoin adoption?
No, we've got a chief Bitcoin officer, so the education across the organisation has been constant. But no, the players have embraced it, and so too have the staff. And to provide, I guess, some context to the level of commitment from our players, or the understanding from our players. Maybe it's a bit of an exclusive for you, but today we've had one of our players approach our GM of baseball operations and said, if the ownership and the management are open, I'm happy to take 5 years of payment upfront today and not be paid a salary post that. So he wants it paid in Bitcoin, and it's something for us to discuss. So it's pretty exciting.
And that's great for them to lock in and be secured to the Heat for that long. So that's amazing. Now, why was this decision made?
This is the future of sport. Moving forward, there won't be a stadium, a ballpark, an arena around the world that you won't have the option to purchase, stadium concessions with Bitcoin. We're a progressive sports organisation, and we're always looking for opportunities to improve our performance on and off the field. As a management team, we identified that this was the best way forward for the Perth Heat, and we're really excited by the opportunities now that are in front of us.
Do you see any challenges at all towards this kind of payment method?
No, we don't see any challenges. We've researched and done our due diligence, over the best part of 2 years to get us to this point. And we understand that, part of the process, will take some time to where we would like to finish up. But like with any journey, you need to start somewhere. And for us, it was starting as quickly as possible, because we see the great benefits that we will have as an organisation by taking this position today.
Now, not to put a dampener on the good news of the Bitcoin adoption, but the ABL has cancelled this season for all ABL teams, including the Perth Heat, due to ongoing COVID restrictions and obviously border problems. From next season, the Bitcoin adoption does come in, but do you have an update of the team this season? Are they going to play any games? What's the go?
Yeah, well, look, an unfortunate season has been cancelled, but there's plenty of opportunities now for us to create other content at the ballpark. So we're close to finalising some games against some ABL opposition here at the ballpark, and we're pretty confident that we'll also have some more exciting announcement in terms of games in 2022. So we'll be innovative again as to how we put the Perth Heat out on the field and play games of baseball.
Well, Steve, we never had a doubt with you at the reins of the Perth Heat. Thank you for your time today, and we're very excited to see Bitcoin out at the ballpark.
Cheers, thanks, Grady.